Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica Spoiler Warning. As always, I'm your humble host, Van Ebert, and we have The Monkey flavor of Movies Merica Spoiler Warning for you tonight. Yes, and it's the almost weekend. It's Thursday. It's pre-Friday. It's hopefully you guys are drinking. I know that I am here tonight. And yes, we're going to get into a little horror, a little comedy. To rephrase, I said that we're going to get into a little horror. Good thing, we're going to get into a little horror comedy movie called The Monkey, a movie that I think pretty much gave Captain America: Brave New World a little run for its money. Although that this is a movie that is based on an obscure short story by Stephen King and is R-rated, and so it was always going to have an uphill climb trying to defeat a massive, 9-digit budget Marvel movie and all that. But we'll get all into that a little later on here. But first, this.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right. Wasn't that delicious, everybody? Absolutely. And I have to say right off the bat that actually this is the first Movies Merica spoiler warning show that I'm using Rumble Studio on here. And so it might be even more of a clown show than all my episodes typically are. So you might see a little bit more clown, might see a little bit more show here as I navigate my way through the Rumble Studio world going on here. So just if you'll bear with me as as undoubtedly, inevitably, you're going to see a kind of a panic look on my face every once in a while. Like, oh my God, I can't find what I need to find. Oh my God. You're going to see a grown man cry. And yes, it will be rather pathetic right there. So, but yeah, I just want to welcome in my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom fueled film fanatics out there. And then, so we're going to go over The Monkey. I am going to salute a vet in the movie military moments here a little later on in the show. And I have to say, this has been a very unusual week here. And the tributes that I'm going to be paying to Tugboat, my dearly departed English bulldog, who I just recently lost here, the first dog of Movies Merica. I will be paying tribute to him here later on in the show, probably towards the end here, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it for the rest of the show after I do the tribute to him. But yeah, you see him right there in the picture there in a place of honor there. That's my boy. It's my little tugboat, my little tuggy. And so, yeah, I'll be talking about him a little later on here. But first, we got some Monkey to talk about here. And just in case you haven't even seen as much as the trailer for this movie and you have no idea what this movie is, I'll play you the Monkey trailer here in a second. But I need to warn any potential new viewers that just like the title of the show says, where it has spoiler warning in it, it means exactly that. Warning, warning, warning. There will be potential spoilers in this show. Now, I don't go out of my way to provide spoilers or to dump spoilers out there, but I'm not going to be too careful about it either. All right. But hey, there's my disclaimer. I've put that out there. I'm legally covered now. There you go. Don't scurry to your lawyers when you hear a spoiler, because I'm covered. All right. So, all right, let's check out this trailer.
For the longest time, there was nothing. Then it appeared. A beast not from this earth, smiting the ones who deserved it, the ones who didn't. And everyone in between. Whoever controls it controls life and death. And those deaths are really fucked up.
Holy sh! Everybody dies. And that's life.
It's a goddamn mess in there. Have you been up there? It's like that restaurant. Spaghetti City.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Come on, baby, let's have some fun.
All right, so that gets you a little taste if you haven't seen the movie quite yet right there. But as you saw there at the end, it's directed by Osgood Perkins, and he's got a rather maniacal, weirdly humorous look at death there because, well, he is the son of Anthony Perkins, who you guys probably know as the guy who played Norman Bates in all the Psycho movies there, okay? So he's got a messed up dad there as far as performances go. And then his mom died. How she died is she was, I think, in the first plane that hit the World Trade Center during 9/11, either the first plane or the second plane. So he lost his parents rather early, and particularly his mother, in a very gruesome, out there fashion. And so, and he said, Osgood Perkins has said in interviews that, yes, understandably, it has taken a number of years to get over that there and come to terms with how his mom and dad are gone and that kind of thing. But I don't want to ignore everybody here that is cool enough to be in the live chat here. I just noticed here we got Sean Cav. Hey, welcome to the show. I appreciate you being right here. Chitty Ping Gal. We got Mr. Scott Awesome in here, who is not only Scott, he's awesome there. He's an awesome Scott. Right there. Got the Whiskey Cowboys podcast up in hizzy right there. And yeah, Chitty Ping Gal, fist bump right there. Good to see you guys all up in here supporting the Movies America spoiler warning endeavor, the incorporation, all that stuff right there, and keep the chats coming right there. So let me test something out right here. I'm just going to do this. What does that do? Hey, it works. All right, nice. I like that right there. And yeah, thank you, Till Death podcast there. Rest in peace to talk about. We all miss him right there. I appreciate that. So I miss him too. But hey, at least you guys get to check him out right there. So that was a picture that was taken by this gal that used to watch Tugboat when I'd go out of town, named Samantha. She was nice enough to take that picture. It was one of those kennels that you take your dog to, and then they send you pictures. They text you pictures. Well, hey, here's your dog, and he's doing fine, and she's doing fine, and that kind of thing. And so that's one thing I'll miss is when I go on vacation, getting pictures of Tugboat. And then she came up with this great plaque right here, just very cool right there. So, and but yeah, I appreciate her doing that there. And all right. Let's move on with some The Monkey. There you go. There, after I got done talking about Osgood Perkins and his very tragic history right there. But so, The Monkey. This is one of those rare movies where you really should see the trailer before seeing it. Now, 99.9% of the time, I would say, don't watch the trailer for shows or for movies. Don't do it. Because especially nowadays in this more, progressive and now progressive has nothing to do with this more enlightened society, they give away the ghost, they give away the plot in a lot of trailers nowadays. Because I think a lot of movie studios are like, yeah, we don't really think that our movie is good enough to just show a little bit about it, and people are going to go see it. We don't really believe in it that much, so we're pretty much just going to like tell you the whole story because we think the story is cool. We might leave a part here and there out, but we're pretty much going to give you the whole plot in the trailer, and I hope people go see it right there. It's not like the 80s and the 90s and 2000s where they're smart enough, like, hey, don't give up your entire plot of your movie in your trailer, okay? A recent good example of that was the movie Companion that came out about a month ago. That was a garden variety textbook example of a movie. There's like, yeah, we know that we want you to go see the movie, but don't bother. Just watch this 3-minute trailer. It gives you everything. Everything, just everything that you need to know is in the trailer. So save your $15. Like what? So the reason being that you don't want to watch a trailer for this movie is if you don't, or that you would want to watch a trailer, I should say. There you go. See, I'm so used to saying don't watch a trailer. But the reason you would want to watch the trailer for The Monkey is if you're expecting just a straight up horror movie, which a lot of people do. They're like, oh, this is going to be a horror movie. Okay. I saw somebody's head get decapitated in the trailer, if you're expecting a straight up horror movie, you might be disappointed since it also has a lot of comedy throughout. I mean, a lot. I mean, my theater was rolling and so was I. Me, I don't care. I mean, as long as the movie is entertaining, I just pretty much go with the flow with the mix of horror and comedy. And it really helps that the movie blends the two very, very well. As I found out through, like recent movies like Companion that I just mentioned and Heart Eyes there that I reviewed, a couple weeks ago, some people absolutely hate comedy getting mixed with horror. Now, ironically, these same people are probably the biggest An American Werewolf in London fans you've ever seen in your bloody life, right? American Werewolf in London, that's the ultimate horror / comedy mix movie right there. I mean, even David Naughton in that movie even gives us the line, "I didn't mean to call you a meatloaf, Jack," as he's transforming into a werewolf, right? And so it's just kind of ironic, it's like, I don't know, and you get some movie goers and critics that are just a pissy, grumpy, cynical, trying to be an edgelord kind of mood, right? When they're like, I don't like my comedy with my movies. Hey, how do you feel about the movie The Lost Boys? Oh, I love it, man. Kiefer Sutherland and Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Dumbass, that movie mixed horror and comedy as well. I retract my last statement. So it's like, I just don't get it. Now, I'd also call The Monkey a gory giggle fest. That's what it is. It's a lot of giggles, but a lot of gore as well. Kind of like Cabin in the Woods and Hot Fuzz, okay? Because like the first time I saw Hot Fuzz, I was like, oh, this is going to be a little fun movie here with Simon Pegg in this and other. It's like kind of a little fun little take on police movies. Are kind of making fun of Lethal Weapon and that kind of thing. And it was, oh my God, that guy got shredded to death. Holy God, oh my God, this is gory, and also The Monkey, it's also kind of James Gunn-esque from his Dawn of the Dead days, where if you watch Dawn of the Dead, you just, you pay attention to the screenplay, which I guess you would. If you're watching the movie, you're paying attention to the screenplay. The screenplay, the comedy in the screenplay has a real mean streak to it there. So it's comedy with a hard edge right there. So, all right. Hey, let's check out the live chat right here. So we got Lindy Rig 87 coming up here right there, gracing our presence. Welcome, Lindy Rig, coming up in here. So I like that. And what do we got on over here? Let's do a little house cleaning and check things out right there. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything right there. Yep. Good. I like this, Mr. Scott Awesome. Hello, fellow defunded feds who may be watching. Yes, do we all have our khakis and our masks on, carrying our Nazi flags right there, fellow Patriot Front members? Love it right there. So yeah, there you go. The live chat. It's the special sauce on the Big Mac that is Movies Merica right there. So all right, let's do this here real quick and mix things up here real quick. with some fun stuff as soon as my stuff stops freezing up over here. Oh, that's one thing I should mention here too is Rumble Studio has been slipping on a banana peel here recently with various shows and that kind of thing. So if you're looking for a no mysterious abrupt ending to the show, like where the video goes out and you just see a Rumble logo and you're like, what the hell? What happened to the show? Did Van just decide to wrap this thing up? If you're looking for a guarantee that won't happen, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that guarantee because Rumble Studio, it's had some special moments here. That's for sure going on here with the show. And let's see here real quick. All right. There we go. Trying to get everything going on here and flips in. Okay. Anyway, so let's see here. See, I told you it was going to be an extra clown show here tonight. Like me trying to find everything. Plus, I have a shitty mouse going on right here. And let's see that. And that is not that. That is not it. Anyway, all right. I'm not even, can't even find the graphic I need right there. What I was going to tell you about, there is, I was going to just ask you, well, never mind. I'm going to scrap what I was going to do. There you go. I'm calling an audible, as they say in football, right there. Right. The coach told me we're running a pass play. I'm going for a run play right there. There you go. We're going with a tailback sweep to the left. All right. No, if you would, you're watching the show already. If you could go just a little bit more of the extra mile, hit that old like button down there, the likey button down there, if you would. Okay, it's calling to you. It's the siren song, the seductive, sexy siren song, the like button calling to you. Come, click on me, yes. Okay. Now, if you were thinking about hitting the like button, you're probably not going to click on it now after that weirdness. And then also, while you're down there clicking buttons here, if you click on the follow or subscribe button if you haven't already, and then the notification bell down there as well, if you would. Okay. And the notification bell does exactly what it sounds like. You just hear a ding, 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 or you'll get an email or something like that, or whatever, in your feed, letting you know that there's a brand new piping hot fresh episode of Movies Merica just for you. Okay. Now, if you aren't cool enough to watch the show live in the live chat, let me rephrase. Okay. If you're too busy, you're saving a bus full of orphans, or you're working the working the whatever shift, right? Swing shift. There we go. And you can't watch the show. You can't listen to the show or anything like that. And you can't live chat with me. Well, you can still communicate with me, and I can communicate with you in turn. And you can do that via the comments section down below right there. And let me know. What do you think of the show? What do you hate the show? Do you love the show? Is there a movie you want me to review? Whatever you want to comment all about right there. And then, as you see right above, join the Discord server there. So look up the Till Death Podcast Network on the Discord. I believe there is a link. I think there may be a link down in the description there, a Discord link right there. Because, you don't want to just go on Discord server and like, okay, what am I supposed to even search for? Like, I think that we do have the Discord link in the description down below, and that'll connect you to the Discord server. Now, in case you're not familiar with what the Discord server is, okay, because right now some of you are like, that sounds really technical. I don't know what that is. Like, stop talking to me like I'm dumb, Mr. Radio Shack. So, no, the Discord server, basically, it sounds more intimidating than it really is. So you just click on the link. It takes you to what's called the Discord server. And let's just boil it down. It's just a way for people just to, talk to each other, like a chat room, that kind of thing. You could start like video chats and talk to each other and be on video. And, hey, how you doing there, Frank? Well, how you doing there, Daryl? Hey, Susie. Hey, how'd that meatloaf recipe work out for you? Oh, it's real swell, real swell. You can just do stuff like that on the Discord server. Okay, fun stuff like that there. Okay, so go ahead and check that out. All right, let's get into some more monkey, but hey, let me double check. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on these precious live chats right there. And hey, I got Beyond Formal in here, and there we go. Love that going on there. I love you joining the show. I love it. And all right, so let's get into the monkey. All right, let's grab our banana and get into some monkey. Okay. All right. Now, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, the gore is not a bore. Okay. The monkey, it's got some imaginative kills right there. I mean, and you do not have to wait long for a good one. I mean, like in that first scene where you have Adam Scott from Severance and Step Brothers and a number of other movies we've seen him in with the Knocked Up. Adam Scott. If you see him in the movie, you'll be like, oh, that guy. Okay. And he comes in. He's like an airline pilot or something like that. He's got the toy monkey, the evil toy monkey, and he's taken into a pawn shop to try to sell it, to the pawn shop owner right there. And in that first scene, we get that scene where, the monkey starts playing. I can't remember if the owner wound up the monkey or uh, Petey is the name of the pilot that brings in the monkey. If he winds it up, I don't know. I don't know why you'd wind it up, because that's the thing with the monkeys. If you wind it up and it plays, somebody dies. Okay. But somehow it started. And then you have the scene in there where, of course, since the monkey played its little drums there, someone's got to die. And so it turns out it's the pawn store owner, where after the monkey plays, all of a sudden you see the harpoon like shoot right into him, and then goes right through him and then retracts. And when it retracts, it pulls the dude's intestines out like a string of sausages there. It's sick. And they were treated to a gruesome scene where you have an hibachi grill. Let me try to say that one more time there better. Hibachi grill trick that's heads above the rest of the typical tricks, okay, like the volcano or the train. And basically what we see is the babysitter that's watching Hal and Bill, the twin boys, the main characters of the movie. She gets her head chopped off, by the spatula from the hibachi chef right there. So, yeah, her head gets chopped off, plops right onto the friggin' grill, right onto the grilled onions. I'm not eating that now, okay? So, but hey, at least the babysitter didn't have to pay the bill. Am I right or am I right? Yeah, there you go. That is far, though. That is far, okay? The old hibachi decapitation, that is far from the last colossal kill in this. Now, the monkey most assuredly shares DNA. No, not like that. No, but it shares DNA with the Final Destination movies. In those movies, like, no one just dies in their sleep, okay? And they don't die in the monkey either, okay? They don't die like that in the monkey as well. I mean, raise your dismembered hand if you thought you'd see a death by being trampled by hundreds of horses in this movie. I mean, you actually see that in the monkey, okay? I mean, where you have Theo James as Hal, again, the main character, one of the main characters, and he's doing the narration throughout the movie. And they have the scene where Uncle Chip is killed because someone wound up the monkey, and the monkey played its drum, and so their Uncle Chip gets killed because he's out on a hunting trip. He's sleeping in a sleeping bag, and he literally gets trampled by hundreds of horses in the movie. And then Theo James is narrating the movie, and he said, yeah, the coroner, when they showed up to retrieve Uncle Chip, it looked like someone had made human coleslaw or something like that in the sleeping bag, something like that. And they show it, and it's like, oh, that's so nasty. So, but I mean, you got to say that damn monkey is like the MacGyver of causes of death right there. I mean, that monkey is like, all right, I killed somebody with a rake this morning. I killed killed somebody else with some hedge trimmers. Killed somebody with a toothbrush this morning. Killed somebody with a deep fat fryer this morning. What can I come up with now? Maybe maybe I kill somebody with some floss and a kite and some sugarless chewing gum. There we go. Like, it's the MacGyver of death right there. And its sick imagination is our carnage candy treasure. All right. Now, I don't know, quite frankly, I don't know how many of these imaginative deaths were in the Stephen King short story that this movie is based on. I never read it. I know it's it's in his Graveyard Shift or not great. It's one of his books anyway. So I don't know. I mean, but maybe Osgood Perkins, again, the writer and director that had that tragic past with his parents. Maybe he thought up all of those or not. I don't know. I mean, like I was saying before, he's admitted that he's had to get over the death, of his, particularly I'm sure his mom in 9/11, through a lot of, a lot of coping, a lot of grief, a lot of pondering life and self-reflection and all that stuff. And maybe in all that bouillabaisse, also what he came up with is like a number of like really imaginative, ghastly ways to die or something like that. And when that monkey music starts playing, it's about to be somebody's ass because, when you wind up the monkey, it's playing this, creepy monkey music before it starts playing the drum at the end. And as we know, when it raises up its right hand, when that right hand comes down, it hits the drum. Yep, like I said, that's going to be somebody's ass. All right, someone's going to die. All right, and really, to be honest with you, by the end of the movie, I was numbed. I was numb to the sight of gruesome deaths since I'd seen so many. So, I don't know, call me crazy. I think that's maybe how psychos are created right there. So I don't know, maybe just something like that. I don't know what's going on there. And Mr. Scott Awesome, do I want to know what you're talking about right there? Oops, wrong banana. Are charges going to be filed, from that? I don't know right there. And hey, welcome Channel 2 Action News. Always has a smile on his face right there. And his smile on his face is not creepy at all. Nope. Not like when I smile and I get all creepy, and people are like, Van, stop smiling so much. You're creeping us out, dude. All right. So no. Not at all, not like that. So, all right. So let's move on here real quick. I'm gonna grab a drink here. My voice is getting parched over here, and that's your cue. Hey, for you to drink up whatever you got right there. All right. There you go. That drink break brought to you by John Deere, the king of tractors. No. Okay, so let's do this here real quick, and I gotta let you guys know that typically right now what I would be doing is a brew review time where I review a beer because that's one of the staples of Movies Merica. I do that on my Sunday spoiler-free Movies Merica live show as well, and I always do it on this Thursday night spoiler-heavy show as well. But I'm doing this 75 hard physical and mental fitness regimen right now, and so one of the no-nos is drinking booze there. So I gotta abstain right now. And yes, the answer to your question is it's very hard, very difficult right there. Okay, but I'm going to start that again here in like a little less than a month or something like that. I think I got like 3 weeks to go or something like that. Okay, so don't you worry not there, fret not, little children. I will be doing the brew review time before you know it. Okay, but what I can do for you though is I can tantalize you with a little merch right there. Yeah, look at that sweet merch right there. Now I can go into merch selling mode. And it's very, very easy for me to go into a merch selling mode because we got sweet merch, okay? Because we've got like Movies Merica merch, like this Movies Merica shirt down there. There we go. Movies Merica shirt down there. And we got it in other colors, not just black there. And also, we also have other Movies Merica merch, not just T-shirts. I got Movies Merica shot glasses and pint glasses and phone cases and whatnot. You think of it, it's probably got a Movies Merica logo slapped right on it right there. So all you got to do is down in the description, click on the merch link there and go ahead and peruse through all the Movies Merica merch there to your heart's content. All right. So no one's stopping you. You can browse as long as you like without worrying about some annoying store clerk coming up there. Can I help you, sir? Okay, well, if you just need anything, I'm Stanley. Okay, I'll be standing right over here, staring you down intently with creepy intentions. Like, no, None of that there. You don't have to worry about that at all with the merch store there, okay? And then we're sweetening the deal even further because, I got the wrong graphic right there. Use promo code MOVIES, not whiskey, MOVIES there for the free shipping right there. Yeah, I hit the Movies Merica merch there, but okay. Anyway, so yes, it's right there. Anyway, but you guys don't care about that. Anyway, so yeah, but you're gonna get free shipping if you put in promo code MOVIES right there. So take that, Jeff Bezos. All right, there you go. We're coming for you. All right, you're a much bigger company than the Till Death Podcast Network is. For now, okay, for now, those are let me try that again. Key 2 words. There we go, man. I gotta get fucked on Honix over here, right? So, but yeah, so are you guys tantalized to get some merch now? You should be. You should definitely be tantalized right there with the moich there. And hey, you don't have to just buy it for yourself. You can buy it as a gift right there. Don't be a scumbag like me and never buy anything. Never buy gifts for people. Don't do that. Come on. Be more selfless and all that good stuff right there. All right, let's check things out here. Let's do a little housekeeping here. And let's see here. Let's do this. Let's go here and like this right here. I like that. Yep. There you go. Yeah, got some good stuff. Hey, Soundboard Lord. All right. Welcome to the show. Soundboard Lord up in here and enhancing the show already. And you're just in time to hear about a little bit more of The Monkey, the horror / comedy there. And the fact that The Monkey has a narrator, which is Theo James as Hal, and as we saw in the movie, so you've got the twin brothers, you've got Hal and Bill, and Bill was born a few minutes before Hal was, and they're identical twins. And so Bill, being the slightly older brother, he takes that fact that he runs with it, and so he's like it's just a total shithead to Hal their whole life. He's a complete bully to him. He even turns like other kids at school against his own twin brother there. He's a real shithead. And so Hal, the good brother, the non-bully brother, played by Theo James as well, because Theo James has to play twins in this. He narrates The Monkey, and it makes this movie fit right in with other movies based on Stephen King stories. Like, remember Stand By Me back in the 80s with River Phoenix, and Kiefer Sutherland was in that one, and John Cusack was in that very briefly. Richard Dreyfuss, I think, did the narration for that. Stand By Me back in the 80s. And then, of course, the Shawshank Redemption. We had Morgan Freeman as Red narrating that movie right there. So, and I heard another movie critic said that the narration in this horror / comedy weirdly actually reminded him of all movies it could remind him of. It reminded him of The Sandlot. Because remember The Sandlot, great movie, right? Got the kids playing baseball there, and they played a baseball game, and the guy like steals, borrows his dad's Babe Ruth baseball there, and then they're always afraid of the beast, behind the fence. The Sandlot, the funny Sandlot there, all right, and so that movie had narration, of course, okay, and so he said, this other movie reviewer said that weirdly enough, this horror comedy, The Monkey, reminded him of The Sandlot there. Now, I know some hate narration, but for me, it enhanced the story, especially since Theo James has a very distinctive, rich voice. Now, on a complete side note, check out Theo James in the fantastic Netflix series. And I don't say those 3 words very often. Fantastic Netflix series, okay? But this one happens to be a fantastic Netflix series called The Gentleman, based on the Guy Ritchie film. Theo James is fantastic in that, as well as everyone else in that. Now, I have to give, back to The Monkey, I have to give the first funeral scene a mention, since it's really where the movie drives home that it has a comedic side with the absolute gut-busting appearance of a very young priest that clearly is a rookie, okay? in this, because he's coming out there. He's a priest, but he like drops an F-bomb just, without even thinking there. And he had the rookie priest, he had my theater roaring in laughter. Okay. Now, I would imagine some Catholics might not be too amused by that. So, and I could see that. And now, this movie, I have to say, it's also intriguing because with all its humor, it's a total departure from Osgood Perkins' prior movie, Longlegs, that came out last summer. Now, if you remember, Longlegs was one of those movies where it just had all this hype. Okay, everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is the scariest movie I've ever seen." The Exorcist. Ha! You bow at the feet of Longlegs. Like everyone was saying, Longlegs was a scary movie. Now, it's a scary movie. It's got great moments in there. It's it's not Exorcist scary. Okay, now, unfortunately for me, I've seen The Exorcist so many times that even The Exorcist isn't scary. Okay, it's one of those things. I've ruined The Exorcist for myself because I've seen it about 100 times. I gotta, when it stopped being scary a little bit, for a little bit, I should have been like, I gotta stop watching The Exorcist here. But now I watch it like it's like watching Say Anything or something like that. So, but Longlegs, back to Longlegs and how that was Osgood Perkins' prior movie to this one that came out last summer. Longlegs had absolutely zero humor in it. Okay, whereas The Monkey has a ton of humor in it. It shows Osgood Perkins has some range there. Now, some thought that the haunting, terrifyingly psychotic performance by Nicolas Cage in Longlegs, okay, as the title character, Longlegs, they thought that his performance was humorous, okay, since Nicolas Cage did go pretty big in some scenes here, and obviously I'm talking about Longlegs again here, but it wasn't intentionally funny right there. But I just didn't really think Nicolas Cage as Longlegs, I didn't think it was funny at all. I just thought he was outright evil. And so, this is my chance to shill for my Longlegs review that I did back in last summer right there. So if you look at all my previous episodes of Movies America, you'll see the Longlegs review. So check that out there if you haven't already seen Longlegs here. It's actually on Disney Plus right now. Ironically enough, and I know Disney has Hulu attached to it, so it's more on there because of Hulu, but it's just kind of weird firing up Disney Plus and you see like this satanic horror movie, right next to Sleeping Beauty, on Disney Plus there. So it's kind of weird there. But, and there is another similarity. This is the similarity between Longlegs and The Monkey in that The Monkey features some classic music tunes like Rip It Up by Little Richard and Twisting the Night Away from the recently deceased Sam Cooke. Now, those classic tracks also add to the slight Stand By Me feel to the movie. Because remember back in the 80s when the Stand By Me came out, and it was like Forrest Gump, where the soundtrack was just as big, if not bigger, than the movie. Because I remember Stand By Me soundtrack. Of course, it had that, Stand By Me song, obviously, by was it BB King or I can't remember who did Stand By Me. But it also had a number of different, like 50s classics in that. And so does The Monkey there, and like the two tracks that I just mentioned there. And I also thought it's kind of funny because, like I said before, and maybe if you recall, if you've seen the movie, when you wind up the monkey, it plays its weird kind of vaudeville monkey music, right? Or basically we could just outright call it what it is. It's murder monkey music because people get murdered every single time that stupid monkey plays. And I thought it was kind of funny how Osgood Perkins has the murder monkey music play right after the end credits there. So, if you stay throughout all of the end credits, because maybe you're waiting for some after credits scene or something like that, if you stay long enough, then you'll hear that murder monkey music just to give you some, extra creepiness, to your day as you walk out the movie theater doors right there. And also, at least when I saw the monkey, at the end of the end credits, you do see a trailer for Osgood Perkins' next movie called Keeper. Okay, so I don't know if every theater chain is doing that. I went and saw it at a Regal theater. Maybe they might just be doing that at Regal theaters. I don't know why they would just restrict it to one theater chain. But anyway, just to let you know, yes, you will not only hear the creepy monkey murder music, you'll see potentially a trailer for Osgood Perkins' next movie, which looks kind of intriguing right there. Unfortunately, what comes before the end credits there is a clunky third act, though. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's like suddenly director/writer Osgood Perkins, who I've mentioned a number of times here, like he stuffs all kinds of plot points into the end of the movie, and it loses some of its bloody, tragic, comedic family drama charm that it had earlier. Okay, it's almost like just Osgood Perkins is like, oh crap, we're almost to the end of the movie, and I've got this I got to do, and that I got to do, and that I got to do, and that I got to do. Okay, let's just dump the whole damn thing into the movie right there, and it just he goes for it in the third act. Now, not to say the third act isn't entertaining. It's very entertaining. It's just not quite as well structured as the first two acts in there. So absolutely. All right, checking out the old live chat right here. And man, all right, we've got a PJ Pickett sighting up in here right there. Yeah. Got a taste for pea soup again. Hardly ever imagine tasting bile thinking about Exorcist right there. So yeah, I know exactly. It's like, that's why every single time I eat pea soup, I have to have like a priest standing next to me with a vial of holy water there, and constantly mumbling the whole time. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Okay, the whole time I eat pea soup. That's probably why I don't eat pea soup, or one of the reasons I don't wear pea soup there. So, or eat pea soup. Wear pea soup. Okay. What am I thinking right there? What am I doing? Oh, right here. You know what? I'm going to take another little drink right here. So as we continue on with the proceedings right here. And again, that is your chance to get a drink yourself. Let me know in the live chat what you're drinking. Are you drinking a brew, drinking a beer? Are you drinking a cocktail? Are you drinking straight out the brown bottle like Tupac right there? As because it's like I gotta let you know what my role model. It's in the brown bottle. That's what he sings right there. But my role model is whatever I'm drinking in here. So. Oh yeah, much better, much better. Okay, so what I want to do right now, though, for your listening and viewing pleasure, is tell you about a great sponsor that we have for this show here, and that is Flip City Magazine. Yes, you may have already heard of it already. If you're cool, you've probably heard of Flip City Magazine already. Now, if you haven't, well, of course, I'm sure if you're a curious mind, you're asking, what the hell is Flip City Magazine, man? What is it about, like gymnastics? Is it about somebody's comedian Flip Wilson? What's it all about? So, and I don't know why I went up there like Jerry Seinfeld right there. So yeah, hey, all right. But Flip City Magazine, what is it? All right. So it's a humor magazine. It's a funny magazine. It's a comedy magazine. Because you remember like Mad Magazine and Crack Magazine back in the day. You could pick up a Mad Magazine and like just kind of flip through it. And you're like, oh my God, it's hilarious. Oh, Alfred E. Newman, you too much. All right, you just coming too much with the comedy, Alfred E. Newman. Oh, you're so crazy. All right. And it was very dependable for a good laugh right there. Same with Crack Magazine. Well, they have fallen away from that, and they have allowed themselves to be assimilated by the woke Borg. And so now they're more in the teaching you how to live the perfect woke lifestyle, as opposed to making you laugh, okay? But fear not, everyone, okay? Fear not, because we have a brand new funny magazine that has drawn the sword of comedy, drawn Excalibur out of the stone, and that is Flip City Magazine, all right? So, but instead of me telling you more about it, let's check out the info from the source.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right. So, yes, it's your chance to get yourself some Flip City magazine right there. And we're making it very easy for you because we've got the Flip City link in the description down below. Yes, grab yourself some Flip City magazine, or a Flip City subscription, I should say. It's probably a better way of putting it, via the Flip City link in the description there. And put in promo code MOVIES, and you're going to get 10% off your order of the best. These are two most important words, non-woke comic around, all right? Because at Flip City Magazine, their number one priority, really their only priority, is to crack you up right there. So, and to show you that, hey, I don't, I'm not somebody that tells you to, or asks you to do something and not do it myself. Got a little Flip City Magazine right there. Check that out, all right? It's cool. Because as you see, you can hold it in your fingertips right there, okay? And it's just something you could flip through like back in the day. Look at that artwork. It's so sweet. Flip through like back in the day here, because it gets kind of old, doesn't it? It's kind of old, like going to a website or an app or something like that on your phone. Sometimes you're just like, oh man, I'm just done with that. I want to go back to a little old fashioned there. So, well, yeah, I get some great artwork through here. Checking out all kinds of good stuff. Got a jokes page right there. So yeah, there you go, man. Who doesn't want to have some good jokes to learn and dazzle your friends with right there? But yeah, Flip City Magazine. Get yourself a subscription of that right now. There you go. Okay, so let's see here. Let's double check here everything. And I want to double check and make sure we got all our ducks in a row going on up in here, because that's how I roll here. I just want to make sure I got my T's crossed, my I's dotted, and I really hate my mouse right now. I've got one of those big mouse with the wheel right in the middle of it that I'm always knocking over accidentally, and the movement on the roller wheel really sucks ass there. So I really need to get that squared away. But I know that's fascinating to hear right there. But let's check out the chats here, see what we got going on up in here. And oh yeah, there we go. Right, more pea soup. There. All right. So, I like how. Oh, that is awesome. I love how you do that, Rumble Studio. You basically lose my place over here. That's awesome, Rumble Studio. There you go. Digging that about you. All right. So it is that time, everybody. It's that time for my favorite segment of every Movies America spoiler warning show. And if you've watched the show before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I am, of course, talking about the movie military moment there, okay? And that is the opportunity that I give myself to pay tribute to a veteran that has been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. But before we get into that, first, this. All right. And so you may be asking yourself right now, hey, Van, what is the military? Like, what does the Congressional Medal of Honor have to do with movies? Okay. And you know what? I don't blame you for asking that. It's a quandary. It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma. It's very mysterious. But I will tell you, okay. Well, I should say I'm ex-mil myself. And so I always look for any opportunity to honor the military in whatever way I can. And so I wanted to, just wanted to pay tribute to recipients of the Congressional Medal of Honor. And so I was, of course, I had to cobble together a connection, right, in order to do that. Because I'm like, I'm doing a movie show, but I really want to do a military tribute. How can I sell, paying tribute to the military in a movie show? I had to just cobble together something. A little Eye of Newt over here, little Wing of Bat over there. Okay, and here's what I've come up with. Okay, so as you would imagine, if you are the recipient of a Congressional Medal of Honor, well, you didn't get it for being the best booger picker on the base. You didn't get it for being the best kiss. Well, maybe you did for being the best kiss ass on the base, but bad example. No, I kid. Or you didn't get it for being the best letter sorter at the base post office or something like that, right? You got it for doing something heroic and amazing. Something that if you saw it, you're like, oh my God, what is he? Oh my God, what did he just do? Oh, thank God he did that. Now we get to live. Oh my God. Hey guys, we get to live now because that hero did something. Oh, but we'll never see him again. Oh man, it's so sad. All right. So like if you did something like that, if you're a hero like that, maybe you run into a Japanese pillbox with just you and a grenade because you're completely out of rounds, right? And you take out, a Jap gunner that's about to mow down your buddies over there, right? Or you're a medic. All right, you're in the Civil War, and you're a medic, and you're just hopping all over the place, not finding cover. You don't care. You got injured to get to, and you don't care about cover. You don't care about your own life. You're selfless, and you go and you're saving lives and that kind of thing. So something amazing to watch. Or you're a helicopter pilot in Nam, right? And you're flying in a hot LZ. You got rounds hitting your chopper. You got RPGs all over the place. But you've got supplies in the back of your Huey, and you got injured down there. You got to evac the injured. You got to provide the supplies to the troops right there. And you're like, even though your captain is on the squawk box going, get that chopper back here. You're like, no, sir, I got to get the supplies to the troops. Otherwise, we're all going to die. I got to evac the wounded. And you're landing in this hot LZ. And if you saw that on a big movie screen in front of you, that would be it'd be an extraordinary movie military moment. That is the connection right there. So how'd I do? Did I cobble together something pretty good? Anyway, all right. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here, we're actually gonna get into the actual movie military moment instead of me explaining it all night long. All right. And our proud honoree for this movie military moment is one Staff Sergeant Gus Kiefert. And I sure hope I am not mispronouncing your name there, Gus. Well, he was in World War II, and so he's probably not with us anymore. But if his family and friends are watching, all right, hopefully I'm not butchering his last name right there, but tribute notwithstanding there. But Staff Sergeant Gus Kiefert, he fought for us in World War II, and we are going to learn more about what Staff Sergeant Gus Kiefert did to become a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. But I believe the Staff Sergeant deserves his own music, don't you? So let's go ahead and get that playing right here, and hopefully it's not too loud, but I don't think I can actually control that in Rumble Studio, but you never know. But anyway, we're gonna deal. We're gonna just trudge our way through it. But here we go. This is movie military moment. And for this movie military moment, honor Staff Sergeant Gus Kiefert, who fought for us in World War II. And let's find out more about the good Staff Sergeant. Boy, he just was military identity, a love, and the Call of Duty on 23rd, 23 and 4th here in Woodford. Early in the attack, after when opening the wall, we can live by in Germany. Although outnumbered, he opened fire and captured the others. During this hot battle, with the dog, he effectively adjusted the fire and enemy tank close to his position. Although exposed, the small arms fire. By night, he maintained a 3-man following morning, he led it in hand-to-hand fighting through the town and the block of the night tank. Using rifle grenades, he forced the surrender of its crew into grand retreat. He then continued his attack from house to house against heavy machine gun and rifle fire. Advancing against the convoy that was holding up the company, this platoon was strong counterattack infiltration in the rear. Suffering heavy casualties in their exposed position and remained there to this announcement, a personal example of bravery, determination, and leadership. He constantly exposed himself to fire by going from man to man to direct fire. During this time, he killed approximately 15 of the enemy at close range. Although severely wounded in the leg, he refused first aid and immediately resumed fighting. With up forces to his rear were pushed back 3 hours later, he refused to be evacuated, but during several more counterattacks, moved painfully out under intense small-arm and mortar fire. Crippling resistance of his platoon by encouraging individual men and by his own fire until he was killed. As a result, as Sergeant Keeper gallantry, the position was maintained. And we salute you as Sergeant Plus Keeper for your sacrifice, which resulted in you being awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. And that has been the movie Military Moment. All right. Yeah, let me know in the live chat. The volume, how the volume was and whatnot. Yeah, I don't even see here anyway. to adjust the volume on that. So that music was probably blasting my voice out. So, yeah, here we go. PJ Pickett right there. Yep. The music is too loud. There you go. Nice. There you go. I appreciate the input on that. So that's what I'm looking for right there. And time to write a harshly worded letter to Rumble Studios. Like, hey, how about some volume control on the music? Unless there is volume control, I'm just too blind and dumb to see it right there. So, but there we go. We'll work on that right there. So there you go. And PJ Pickett, says connection keeps dropping. I don't think it's Rumble though. I don't know. Don't be too sure there, PJ Pickett, because Rumble has been having some problemos here the last few days with shows just inadvertently ending. I think like Crowder, I think that happened to Crowder, I think this morning or yesterday morning or something like that, where his show just like went, eventually or just suddenly right there. So Lindy Rig 87, just as I suspected, yes, there is volume control right there. So I'll have to check into that after the show right there. But Lindy Rig 87, at least, thanks for letting me know that there is volume control to find there in the future, and we'll get that ironed out for the next show. Again, like I said, since this is my first time using Rumble Studio, it was bound to be even more of a clown show than it normally is anyway, and all that good jazz and that kind of thing. But hopefully you still, got some semblance of enjoyment from the movie Military Moment right there. So, but, and also just to let you guys know, you guys don't have to wait for me to do the movie Military Moment to check out some cool stories of Congressional Medal of Honor recipients. You can go to CMOHS as in Sam.org/recipients. And it's got all the Congressional Medal of Honor recipients there. You can check out their citations like I just read there. So it's very, very cool. If you're ever feeling lazy, sitting your fat ass on the couch, you're like, man, I don't feel like doing anything. I need some motivation, man. Just go there and read like the citations of those guys. You're like, all right, I'm a lazy bastard. I need to get up and do something. Okay, so I can open up that pickle jar that's been troubling me for the last 2 days right there. I can rustle up some testosterone. I mean, I just read this story about this guy got shot in the arm and got his dick shot off, and half his face blown off, and he still went out and killed 27 North Koreans, and I'm like, I think I can open up the pickle jar now. So it's a good motivator right there. So, but anyway, with that goofy tangent, let's wrap up this movie Military Moment. Oh, right there. Hey, we got a $1 Rumble rant here from Mr. Scott Awesome, who just proves that he is awesome by throwing a $1 Rumble rant my way. And he says, I blame Lindy. Let's give Mr. Scott Awesome a cool voice. I blame Lindy for not telling you this sooner. Yeah, there you go. Well, I'll let you guys work that out between you two and all that stuff. So Lindy's good people there, and yeah, Lindy Ring 87. Yeah, he comes up back with something good. He explains himself right there. Says, "Got to keep me guessing." Right there, they got to keep me guessing. There, got to keep me on my toes. That's for sure. So, and hey, you know what? Mission accomplished, there, Lindy Rig. You got me. All right, so there you go. But thanks for the Rumble rant, Mr. Scott Awesome. And yeah, if in case you're watching and you're wondering what's a Rumble rant, well, Rumble rant is a way, if you're checking me out on Rumble, to throw a little money my way. Okay, so if you're appreciating what I'm doing in any way, you can in Rumble, if you're in the live chat on Rumble, you know, you're live chatted up and whatnot. Well, if you want to throw a little money my way via a Rumble rant, down by where you type in your live chat message, there's a button there with a $sign on it, and you just got to click on that. It'll just ask you how much money you want to throw my way. That's it. Very, very easy. And then if you're checking me out on the Tube of Views, more commonly known as YouTube, you can definitely do it there as well, or throw some money my way there as well. They call it a super chat in YouTube world there, but it works very similarly to how it works on the Rumble side. Where down by where you type in your YouTube chat, your YouTube live chat down there. Okay. No, I'm not pointing at my crotch. They're dirty, dirty minds. Down by where you type in your live chat on YouTube, there's a dollar bill logo or button there that you can click on, and that'll ask you how much money you want to throw my way. Very easy, very easy. So easy, a Van Ebert can figure it out right there. All right, so there you go. Let me check this out. We're going to move on here, see what we've got going on, and I want to get all my ducks in a row here. Okay, and you know what? Let me get a little let me get a little drink right here for this next part right there, because this next part's gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one. So oh yeah, let me take care of something over here real quick. All right, there you go. Live streaming. What are you gonna do? That's how we roll here in live streaming world. Sometimes you gotta take care of a little business. Okay, and I do have to take care of some sad business right now, and I appreciate you guys all being here for me. I'll just say that right from the jump. So I'm gonna do a little tribute to Tugboat, and I'm gonna try to hold it together. And Till Death Podcast, Ian, he was in here earlier, and I'm sure some of you, others of you in the live chat, you guys can relate to this as well. I'm sure you guys have had beloved pets, cross the Rainbow Bridge, and so I just had with Tugboat right there, the first dog of Movies Merica, and so yeah, he passed on Saturday morning, sometime. I'm guessing, well, it would have been in the middle of the night, okay, because I woke up on Saturday morning. I remember on Friday night, I didn't go to bed until like after midnight, and he was sleeping right there at my feet, right by my couch, and we were just watching a movie. We were watching Late Night with the Devil, is what we were watching, and he was sleeping down there, at the foot of the couch, and it was after midnight. Like we were Eric Clapton, and I put him in his kennel, and I went to sleep. And one thing I regret is a lot of nights before I put him in his kennel, I'd say, let me give you a tuggy huggy, and I'd give him a big hug, and I didn't do that the night before I died. So anyway, I went to bed and woke up the next morning, and he was like, he wasn't moving, but that wasn't unusual for Tugboat because he was a very, very deep sleeper. Well, not all the time, okay, but it wasn't unusual. Sometimes he would sleep very, very deep, and I'd be like, oh my god, and I woke up on Saturday morning like, wow, he's sleeping good. Maybe he had some good good doggy dreams, and it tired him out in the middle of the night, and he's just very, very tired. And so I didn't even go bother him or anything like that. I was like, oh, let's let the little guy sleep here. And so then I went and I even made breakfast. I made breakfast. I was sitting there on the couch, and I was eating my breakfast and not even just not even thinking about it. I just eating my breakfast, and then I got done with eating my breakfast, and I went to go. It's like, okay, it's about time. I mean, I know he's sleeping very good right here, but I want to say hi to my tugboat. I want to say hi to my tuggy. I want to give him a big squeeze and whatnot, and I want to say hi to him. And open up the door, and right when I touched him, he was like just ice cold. Not ice cold, but he was cold. And I was like, oh God. And then I went to go pull him to me, and he was stiff. Okay, not like cement stiff, but stiff, right? And I pulled him to me, and I was like, oh God, no. I was just like no, don't let this happen. And so I did the thing where I try to shake him awake. I mean, and I'm sure some others have done that. I've talked to my buddy Matt, and I was telling him about that, and he had a dog where he tried to shake, his dog awake when he realized that the worst had happened, the inevitable. It's always inevitable, right? But he tried to shake his dog awake, and so I tried to shake Tugboat awake. I kept constantly checking for a pulse. I even like opened up his eyelid. His eyes were just dead there. And so I just, laid there clutching onto him, just bawling my eyes out. So eventually, I got it together there, and just started. This is something about me that you get to know about me if you get to know me very well. I just start making a list, even in the worst of times. Like I literally on my phone, I was like, okay, call the cremation company, call mom and dad, because my mom and dad, like they know Tugboat and they watched him several times. Put out a Facebook post. Like just just a list of things to do there, just to try to get through the moment there. And so that all went down there, and it was kind of weird because after I called the cremation company, it was like literally my beloved Tugboat, his corpse is laying on the floor, and I've got him covered up with a blanket, and I'm calling up the cremation company, and they're like, oh yeah, well, we typically have people like sign up online, fill out a questionnaire, so go ahead and fill that out, fill out the questionnaire and all this stuff, and then we'll come and get them. So I did that, and then I made sure that I kept calling them, hey, did you get my information through your questionnaire online? And all this. Oh yeah, we did, we got your payment, we'll be there within the hour. And I don't know what I was thinking during this hour when I was waiting for them to pick them up, but I took Tugboat out, and I was like, okay, I knew enough. Like, I was like, okay, I need to take him out to a cooler area to keep him cool there. So I took him out to my patio. It was like 45 degrees out or something like that. It was definitely cooler out there than it was in my living room. And I had him out there on my patio, covered up with a blanket. And I was like checking my watch, during an hour. And I was like, I had this whole attitude. I was like, come on, people, come pick him up. And, thinking back, I was like, oh, no, I should have been like, oh, you want to spend as much time with Tugboat, you want him, with you as much, as much as possible. But really, the corpse isn't really your beloved buddy, right? That's not your best friend anymore there. So it's like, so you're not really spending time with them, right? There. And so I knew that, okay, with what had happened, there's going to be a grieving process, right? We have to grieve, have to go through it. And I just wanted to get the grieving process moving, right? I just wanted, like, okay, I'm gonna bawl my eyes, I'm gonna cry my eyes out. That's gonna happen. Let's just get it started. Let's get it over with and whatnot. And so I kept thinking that him laying there, like him laying out there, them not picking it up, that's delaying the inevitable. I just want to get it done with. I want to get it over with there. And so they eventually did pick him up. And so I live on like the third floor of an apartment complex, and so I didn't want them to have to like walk up 3 flights of stairs. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so considerate, right? And I'm always thinking about everybody else, right? Okay. And for what? So I was like, I'll carry him down to you, and which was not a big deal because for the last 8-9 months, it was just so hard for him to walk down those 3 flights of stairs whenever I took him out And so I was, 3 times a day walking him or carrying him down and up 3 flights of stairs 3 times a day. Fantastic workout. All right. Fantastic workout. My ass has never been firmer. So I was doing that for like the last 8 months. But this time I was carrying him down the stairs for the very last time. And so I got him, he's still wrapped up in a blanket. And I got him over to the guy's minivan. I laid him down in the back of his minivan and basically said a quick goodbye to him because I want to hold the guy up. But I just like pulled the blanket back and just kind of massaged his face. So it was very tough. And then I'm sure my neighbors there at the apartment, they could put 2 and 2 together if they were watching out their windows. They were like those Snoopy types, right? And if they're looking out the window and they saw, some guy carrying something that looked like it was pet sized, okay, all hidden in a blanket. I'm sure they could put 2 and 2 together. Plus, I'm sure they would have saw me with Tugboat before. And they saw me doing that. And then, of course, they saw me bawling my eyes out as I was walking back up to my apartment there. I'm sure they're like, oh, my God, the dude's dog died, man. His dog must have died there. So, but, yeah, that was rough. That was rough right there. So, and real quick here, I just want to put this up. PJ Pickett. Yeah, been there too last October 29th. Yeah, one morning there. Sorry there, man. Sorry for your loss there as well. So, but then, yeah, after that, just started, calling people up and that kind of thing, letting people know that I knew that, loved Tugboat and, that they would dog sit for me and that kind of thing. And I just heard from so many people and that kind of thing. And so, again, hopefully, like PJ Pickett, like you said, hopefully you got all kinds of love from all your family and friends about that. But, yeah, just wanted to share that with everybody. That's how it went down. I'm sure everyone's, who unfortunately has lost a pet, they've got their own stories right there. But and I want to share that story because if you guys have seen past episodes of Movies Merica, you would have seen Tugboat in typically the intros to the shows. Now I did this more when my Sunday spoiler-free show was pre-recorded. Okay, now I do a live stream on Sundays instead of doing the pre-recorded shows. But when I did the pre-recorded shows on several episodes, I would have Tugboat in the intro, because it's my little fella, my little dude. I want to share him with the world and that kind of thing. I think he's cute, I want to share him with the world right there. But I've got a video, an in memoriam video that I'd like to play for you guys, and it just has a few of the intros that Tugboat was in for Movies Merica Live. Again, that's my Sunday show that I do here, and then it's got some extra Tugboat goodies at the end. But so yeah, I'm gonna play this, and then we'll see if I'm if my eyeballs look like Niagara Falls when I come back after this video. But all right, here we go. Denzel Washington plays a highly skilled killer in The Equalizer 3, and I just so happen to have an equalizer underneath my own roof, and he equalizes how good it smells in here with his eye-watering farts from his weapon of ass destruction. And then he finishes the job by licking you to death. He is a ferocious, killing beastie. You've been warned. Hey everybody, welcome to Movies Merica. This latest episode is going to be about Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. Yes, it's a throwback version of Movies Merica. And you know what? Tugboat is, he's restless. He's got to watch Robin Hood right now. Okay? He's ready. Are you? Let's do this. Well, Tugboat isn't speaking to me after I made him watch this episode's movie. I don't think there's any amount of belly rubs and doggy treats that's going to get me out of this doghouse. Isn't that right, buddy? Yep. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody, welcome. Come on in and join us. Me and Tech Sergeant Tugboat, retired, are just chilling out here because we are getting ready to review for you a military war drama called The Covenant. All right, so stay tuned, and we'll try to keep you entertained. All right, on with the show. Hey, everybody. Hey, I got my fuzzy buddy here with me. I thought I might need some help with this episode of Extraction 2, okay? And he's going to be my co-pilot for this, well, at least the first part of this episode, okay? We got a little tugboat here. And Extraction 2, gonna have action, guns, bullets. He loves all of those things. So, let's get on with the show. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this Movies Merica party, okay? We at Club Movies Merica. And I think, like, some famous assassin, maybe I think his name is Baba Yaga, is supposed to show up here and take out some folks. But in the meantime, here, my four-pawed friend, my friend with the fat belly and the wrinkles, we're going to do a little dance, we're going to do a little party it up here, okay, before the shooting starts for this episode of Movies Merica. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, everybody. Hey, this is Movies Merica. And in this episode, we will be spoiler-free reviewing The Machine. And here's my machine, who's laying down on the job. Yes, he is. All right, let's get into this. Hey, everybody. Hey, just Tugboat and me right here, and we just are getting ready for this Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves review of Movies Merica. Yeah. And Tugboat here has a weakness for everything that's medieval. You know, knights and wizards and spells and all that. So that is why he's going to join me for this episode. So stay tuned and check out this intro. Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to this Movies Merica episode, the latest one here with Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. And I've got my own Guardian of the Galaxy right here, buddy. Say hello, Tugboat. Yeah, so he's just enjoying it right there. He's getting his belly rubbed, his chest rubbed right there. And he's going to help me out with this episode. So, get ready, everybody. Let's do this. Hey, Movies Merica Nation. I just want to ask you to join us for this latest episode of Movies Merica coming up here after the intro. But me and my fuzzy boy here, we're just playing some video games. We're in the video game playing mood. And we just saw a video game related movie. Okay? So, all right, thanks everybody for letting me play that. Appreciate that. So, just wanted to share my my tuggy with everybody there. So, all right, so appreciate that here. Yeah, let me check out the live chat real quick here, and we've got there we go. BJ Pickett doesn't look like a light dog to carry, but you did him proud. That's all that really matters. I tried. Like I said, he's a good workout. I mean, carrying him up 3 flights of stairs 3 times a day. And Lindy Rig 87, thanks a lot. Yeah, very nice tribute. Thanks for the kind words right there. So appreciate that. All right, so yeah. All right. So moving on here. Thanks again for everyone putting up with me during that. But now is when I let you guys know what movie I'm going to be going over next week. And that's going to be a movie called Last Breath. Okay. Now, I hadn't heard of this movie before, but apparently Woody Harrelson is in it. And I've made a point. Remember what, like I was talking about earlier? Don't watch the trailers for movies. Okay. Just watch my show to learn if you should watch a movie or if you should go to a movie at the theater or not. Just watch my show. You don't need to watch a trailer, okay? And don't ruin it for yourself by watching the trailer. So I didn't watch any trailers for Last Breath. I just know kind of slightly vaguely that it has something to do with like an underwater disaster kind of thing or whatever. And Woody Harrelson's in it. And so that's gonna be the movie. I'll spoiler-free review on Sunday afternoon. That's during my Movies Merica live show. Okay. And then a week from tonight's, I will get spoiler heavy. I will do a deeper dive, a deeper autopsy, deeper autopsy on Last Breath. So, and I hope it's a great movie. I was about to say the last movie wasn't good, but no, I mean, The Monkey is good. And because I didn't do a episode on Sunday because of Tugboat's death, I didn't have a chance to let you guys know whether or not you should check out The Monkey. Okay, let me fix that right now. You should go see The Monkey at the theaters. It's still out at the theaters now. Okay, so it's worth going. Now, don't bring the kiddies to this because this movie is psychotically gory. Okay, it's funny, but it's also very bloody and gory and all that stuff. So don't take the kids to this right here. But the adults can go and check it out, and you'll have a good time right there. So now I'm hoping with Last Breath that I have a second movie consecutively, a second good movie to check out and review for you. But we shall see right there. Woody Harrelson, more often than not, his movies are pretty good there. So yeah, that'll be this Sunday afternoon, and that comes on at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, and 1 Pacific there. So, and all right, let's wrap everything up here. And real quick, just popped into my head. We lost a legend today. Okay, we lost a legend, Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman and his wife and their dog, one of their dogs, because I think they had 2 more dogs that are alive somehow. All right, but yeah, Gene Hackman, his wife, and one of his dogs died. And Gene Hackman, my God, what a legend! I mean, I read somebody on X today put it perfectly. Like, Gene Hackman was like a staple of Gen Xers watching movies, and I'm a Gen Xer, and I remember like, damn, Gene Hackman's in every movie that I grew up with, right? You watch Superman, right? Superman and The French Connection and Bat 2-1 and Uncommon Valor, and I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of The Firm. What else am I there? The Birdcage, and what else? Oh, Crimson Tide. I mean, all kinds of movies, right? The Royal Tenenbaums, Unforgiven. Unforgiven's one of the movies that he won an Oscar for. He won a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for Unforgiven, playing Curly Bill in that. And then his first Oscar he ever won was playing Popeye Doyle in The French Connection there. But yeah, Gene Hackman, what a loss there. He made it look easy. Looks very easy. And I put a couple of posts on X about Gene Hackman there. If you want to check out my X profile under @MoviesMerica. And hey, if you go out there and check those out and realize you're not following me, hey, follow me on X right there. And then hey, let me know in the DMs on X. Hey, I just followed you on X. Van, follow me back. You scumbag. So maybe you don't have to be that harsh about it, but anyway. But yeah, Gene Hackman, just a staple there, and he just made it look so easy. One of my posts, I said that he made looking intimidating and being intimidating to characters look so easy and seamless. In that when he was intimidating somebody, he wasn't one of those people that like rah, just screaming and yelling all over the place. He didn't overdo it. He didn't overact. He wasn't. It wasn't a tryhard, right? He knew that he could intimidate other characters in the movie just with with some quiet, cool cruelty, that kind of thing. And a good example of that, one of the good examples of that is when he was in The Quick and the Dead with Leo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe and Sharon Stone, who I think she's that broad that showed her beaver on Basic Instinct. I think that's who Sharon Stone is. So, but yeah. So, the weird thing about Gene Hackman's death and his wife and his dog dying is they're still investigating the cause of death right there. And last time I checked, they had ruled out carbon monoxide poisoning. They had ruled out a gas leak. And they said when they found their remains, like, because it sounds like they had been dead for, some time there. And so their remains were mummified there. And so they're seeing some things like that point to maybe this wasn't like natural, like some kind of non-homicidal cause of death. Like there may be something, evil behind this, right? Something malicious and nefarious behind their death and that kind of thing. So it'll be, stay tuned, as they say, to find out the circumstances behind the legendary actor Gene Hackman's death right there. And then also, one thing I like about Gene Hackman, another thing I like about Gene Hackman is he was a true movie star, okay? He made sure that if you wanted to see Gene Hackman, you had to go to the theater. All right. You weren't going to see Gene Hackman on a TV show, okay? Now, it's changed a little bit now because TV nowadays isn't the same as it was back in the 70s and 80s and that kind of thing. Like now we have what some people term prestige TV, right? And they would be right to describe it as that. I mean, there's a lot of good TV shows out there right now, or in the past, right? Breaking Bad, Sean Cav, if you're in here, The Sopranos, I would put in that list. There, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, prestige television shows, The Wire, where it's not such a step down to be in a TV show if you're doing a TV show in addition to a movie and whatnot. But that was not the case in the 70s and 80s and the 90s, okay? And so Gene Hackman's like, I'm a movie star, right? You want to see me? You go to the movie theater, you see me up on the big screen. You don't get to watch me on your phone, at least, not before smartphones were created. There, you got to go see me in the theater with a stench of movie popcorn in your nostrils, okay? And so I always thought that was cool about Gene Hackman. It's like, yeah, there you go. He cares about movie theaters and the communal ceremony that is going to the theater and that kind of thing. And, you're like, oh, wow. One thing that sometimes gets people off their couch and out and communing with actual other Homo sapiens. So there you go. So he believed in that. So I just thought that was, I thought it was cool. Everyone else was like, that's lame, man. What a dork you are. So anyway, but I think it's time to wrap up this show here. And we are going to, again, I'll be back on Sunday for my live stream there. And let's see here. And I don't want to leave out any live chats here. Mr. Scott Awesome, Unforgiven. Yes, there you go. Great Gene Hackman movies. And there's several scenes in that movie that make it very, very clear why he won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar there. Like that, just that whole scene where he's beating the living shit out of Richard Harris, as English Bob there, and he's like showing him his book, The Duke of Death, and while or Curly Bill is like, oh, he's the Duck of Death, not the Duke of Death, the Duck of Death there, and then as he's beating the crap out of English Bob, he's like, you may think I'm beating the crap out of English Bob, but this is a message to everybody else. All right, all the would-be assassins coming up here to claim all that money and all that. Well, I'll let you guys know there's no whore's gold in this town. Like this is that great scene there, and then he's got some great scenes with Clint Eastwood, and Clint Eastwood was, fucking awesome in Unforgiven too. Not to mention he directed Unforgiven, Clint Eastwood, that is there, and then watch The French Connection there as well to see Gene Hackman's other Oscar-winning role. Now, yeah, I know, like if we have Gen Xers, millennials, Gen Zers in here, don't be intimidated that it came out in the early 70s, right? Yes, you're going to watch the movie and be like, oh my God, this movie looks old. Look at all those old cars. Look how they dress. But no, it still doesn't cancel the fact that the movie's awesome. French Connection is a good movie. The French Connection 2 is slightly less so right there. But and the French Connection, that was directed by William Friedkin. So, hey, why don't you do yourself a favor if you haven't seen either one? Hey, get yourself like a little do your little William Friedkin movie marathon. Watch The Exorcist. Okay. It's a William Friedkin movie. Right after watch The French Connection. And then watch To Live and Die in L.A., another William Friedkin movie there that was made in the 80s. So I know I'm always plugging To Live and Die in L.A., one of my favorite all-time movies there. So To Live and Die in L.A. Right there. Mr. Scott Awesome also mentions Enemy of the State. Yes, it's a great movie there where he was paired up with Will Smith and Gene Hackman. I forgot we were talking about it there for a second. Gene Hackman, yeah, he played like Brill. He was like this ex-CIA spook that was helping Will Smith, survive, I guess, in that movie. So, and Gene Hackman was fantastic in that movie. That was directed by Tony Scott, who had directed Gene Hackman in a movie a few years before Enemy of the State, a little movie you may have heard of called Crimson Tide. Yes, Crimson Tide there. So Tony Scott directed Gene Hackman in Crimson Tide and in Enemy of the State there. But Enemy of the State, yeah, fantastic movie. It's, it kind of shine the light on surveillance tactics and that kind of thing. It was almost like one of those movies that was warning us about the NSA. I'm sure something tells me Enemy of the State is Edward Snowden's favorite movie. I just got a sneaking suspicion that's the case right there. And then PJ Pickett, good taste there, my man. Good taste. The Conversation is my all-time favorite of his. That whole cast is gone now, except Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford was in that movie right there, a little role there. And then I think Robert Duvall is still with us. Yeah, Robert Duvall is still in that there as well. And, I'm glad you mentioned Robert Duvall, PJ Pickett, because some people may know Robert Duvall and Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman, they all came up in the acting world together there. So they were like tight-knit buddies there. And then all three of them, they gave us some of the, the finest movies, the most famous, enjoyable movies of all time that we've seen. Robert Duvall, like, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory. And then you get, Dustin Hoffman and Midnight Cowboy. I'm walking here, or the Graduate. I think you're trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson. So, yeah. And then, of course, Gene Hackman, I think the first thing I ever saw him in is he was in Bonnie and Clyde, and he played Buck Barrow. He played Warren Beatty's brother in Bonnie and Clyde. So way back when I was a youngin' there. So, and Robert Duvall, yeah. So all of them made some incredible movies back in the day. So, but yeah, I think Robert Duvall and Dustin Hoffman is still with us as well. So, but anyway, enough about that. But yes, I was going to say gone. I was about to say gone too soon, Gene Hackman, but the guy was 95 years old. So there's that right there. Okay, so again, thanks everybody for checking out the show here and putting up with me during the tugboat, my little tugboat, my little tribute to tugboat there. So and hey, let me know. Yeah, if in the comments down below, if you guys have beloved pets that you've lost and you have a good story you want to tell about your beloved pet, hey, leave it in the comments down below, and I'm more than happy to read that, and I love to read those stories there as well. It's always tough there, but the time we have with them just makes it worth it, because even though inevitably you're going to lose your little buddies, just the time you have with them and making sure that you give them a good life, it just makes it all worth it right there. But that being real quick, well, let me ask you while I'm remembering. Go ahead and follow me if you would. Follow me on X, okay, and Rumble and Facebook and Instagram and Gab, all the platforms you can think of. On those platforms under the handle @Movies Merica. Also, I'm on the website Criticless and Letterboxd. Okay, you may have heard of Criticless right there. Great website. It's a great replacement, a much better replacement for Rotten Tomatoes. If you want a more accurate gauge on how good or bad a movie is, go to Criticless, and I've got an account on there where I've got several reviews of movies and that kind of thing. But yeah, follow me on those platforms if you would. And then again, like I kind of mentioned before, go ahead and direct message me, DM me on X under @MoviesMerica, and let me know, hey Van, I followed you on this platform and that platform and that platform, so follow me back, and I will, because hey, that's the least I could do. Okay. Cost me nothing to follow you, and it costs you nothing to follow me. All right. We're scratching each other's backs with no money involved whatsoever. It's the easiest thing to do right there. But as I always say, everybody, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey guys, don't leave the video quite yet. Okay, I've got the popo. They're coming after me, and I don't have much time to tell you, but you need to like and subscribe this video right here, down below. It's right down there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you down there, okay? And make sure you watch these videos over here too. You'll be doing me a big favor. I'll be in handcuffs pretty soon. All right, thanks for watching.